All right, so we are just days away from a math problem that historically ends really badly for the team with the football. On Sunday, the NFL's #1 scoring offense, the Rams, they walk into the home of the league's #1 scoring defense, the Seahawks.
It's a huge collision, a
Yeah.
genuinely historic one.
And that's what we're here to break down. We're going to get into the matchup, Matthew Stafford's mindset, and then a really wild week of coaching chaos around the league. I'm your host, and this is The Deep Dive.
It's a massive week. We're going to analyze if history is, about to repeat itself in Seattle. And then we have to talk about some of the gambles teams are making right now.
I was actually looking at the history of this specific matchup. #1 offense versus a #1 defense in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And the track record for the offense is, it's brutal. Since 1990, the high-flying offense is 0-4 in these games.
It's a graveyard. It really is. It's a graveyard for scoring machines. And you don't have to look far for proof of that. 2 of those 4 wins, they came from Seattle's own Legion of Boom era. They completely suffocated the Broncos in that Super Bowl. They shut down Green Bay. The reality is, when the pressure really spikes in January, a dominant defense, it just controls the tempo.
And Matthew Stafford, he seems to know exactly what he's walking into. He wasn't giving any bulletin board material this week. He called Mike Macdonald's unit, I think the quote was, as good a defense as we faced all year. He seemed worried about their rotation up front.
That rotation is the entire key.
Yeah.
He's right to be worried. Stafford pointed out they have 4 different edge rushers they just cycle through constantly.
And that's exactly why the Rams collapsed in Week 16.
Exactly. I mean, remember, they blew a 30-14 lead in the fourth quarter. They lost in overtime. That wasn't just bad luck. That was an offensive line just getting worn down by a swarming defense, plus all that Seattle noise.
Which puts a huge amount of pressure on Stafford himself. He's turning 38 next month.
Yeah.
And the media keeps asking, is this your last ride? And he's just refusing to go there. He keeps saying he wants to cherish this team, this moment.
Well, he has to. He absolutely has to stay in the present. If he starts thinking about retirement, he's done.
You think so?
Because this Seattle defense has allowed 10 points or fewer in 3 straight games. You just can't play them with 1 foot out the door.
That pressure to win right now, it's not just on Stafford, though. It feels like the theme of the whole week across the league.
Oh, absolutely. Look at the AFC Championship. Sean Payton is starting Jarrett Stidham against the Patriots.
His first career playoff start.
First one ever. And Payton is just out there saying he's going to, quote, rip it. I mean, that is a massive roll of the dice with your season on the line.
And speaking of aggressive moves, the Chargers hiring Mike Macdonald as their offensive coordinator. That's fascinating.
It's a total philosophy shift, isn't it? You take Justin Herbert's arm talent and you pair it with McDaniel's run game schemes he used in Miami.
Yep.
That makes them dangerous in a totally different way.
Yeah.
It's all about maximizing talent, like immediately.
The Falcons are trying something similar, bringing in Tommy Rees as OC, but the real story there is Baker Mayfield, right?
Oh, yeah.
He told reporters he can't wait to play the Falcons twice a year now that his old coach, Kevin Stefanski, is running the show in Atlanta.
There is 0 love lost there. 0. It's pure rivalry fuel. But honestly, the smartest move of the week might have been the quietest one.
What's that?
The Vikings extending their DC, Brian Flores. In a league that's always chasing the next new thing, they just locked down the guy who is actually fixing their defense.
Smart. Very smart. But okay, we have to touch on the dysfunction too. John Lynch confirmed Brandon Ayuk is done in San Francisco.
Yep.
But that almost pales in comparison to the mess in Buffalo.
That is the definition of a bad breakup. Terry Pegula didn't just fire Sean McDermott because of the loss in the Broncos. He went public and said the coaching staff pushed to draft Keon Coleman against what ownership wanted.
Throwing your coaching staff under the bus about a draft pick on their way out the door that's wild.
It's alarming. And it leaves us with a really big question, I think. Does raw talent even matter if there is 0 alignment between ownership and the coaches? The Bills are kind of proving that internal discord can sink a contender faster than any defense can.
And that is the thought to chew on, so we want to hear from you in the comments. Who takes the NFC crown? Do you trust the Rams' historic offense, or does the Seahawks' defense make history repeat itself and push that record to 0-0?